Hello, citizens of YouTube. This is the Geeky Nerd here, and today we're going to be talking about the Rovyvon. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that terribly, but the GL4, not the GL4 Pro, but the GL4, and just how it performs under night vision. This is part of a little mini series showing how various items perform under night vision. But before I get too deep in the weeds, I'd like to send a big thank you out to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed on the previous videos. I always appreciate it and always enjoy talking to you guys. And if you're new here to the channel, welcome. If you enjoy this video, enjoy this type of content, please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. With all the PR out the way, let's get into it. So the GL4, not the GL4 Pro, which I have a separate video on that, but the GL4 is a Viz white light, but no IR illuminator, IR laser, and Viz laser. So you only have the really IR laser to be able to use, but not the IR illuminator like it does on the GL4 Pro. Really suited well for like a pistol type situation. Fairly cheap. The scenario we have set up here is a obviously white phosphorus Photonus Echo around 1900 2000 FOM. The ambient light source maybe 1-2%. Very pitch black, which you guys see here. We have Mr. Scarecrow here, set up in the worst possible case scenario. At the tube is at the highest gain possible because again very dark, against a white background. About 10 foot away. So obviously not really showing distance, but just kind of showing how it looks under these settings, right? So without further ado, here is the GL4. And that is the IR laser. You can see very bright. One thing that is happening with it, you see as the flicker's happening, because it is having a little bit of auto gate happening as it is just that bright. But the laser is there. Definitely has a bit of spawning. Definitely is not the cleanest, tightest, but definitely lighting up Mr. Scarecrow, right? We're going to turn that off here. Now we're going to go to about 50% brightness, 50% gain, I should say. So that's about 50%. You can see there, you can see nice and uniform, but definitely again having a lot of bloom, a lot of spall, but able to clearly light up Mr. Scarecrow. Okay, and now we're going to go to the darkest setting, or the lowest gain. So no gain, pretty much. Actually, here we'll just do ever so slightly. That's maybe 10% up. But you see, guys, it's pitch black in here. But I'm going to go all the way to the lowest gain possible and then turn on the laser. So that is the lowest gain possible. Again, if you have an L3 tube, higher spec, what have you, your performance may vary. May be able to get away with the lower gain, but still be able to see the laser. But this is the lowest possible gain. I'm going to go about 10% up to where you can actually see, or where I'd feel comfortable probably still seeing. So right about there. That's about as low as you go with your bare eye, right? And then here's the laser. So again, the GL4, and just how it looks through night vision. Bright. I wish the laser was a bit cleaner and tighter with the beam. It didn't have as much spalling. There's no shmoo or anything on the lens, but the beam is nice. It's the little splattering spalling that's happening, as you can see there. But definitely is able to be recognized. Of course, distance-wise, I'm perfectly fine with it. But for a pistol, I'd say it's quite acceptable considering the price, especially if you get these on sale. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys have one of these dots, if you guys think the tube is wanting, if you guys think there's better options out there for the price or what have you. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful, awesome, fantastic day. And I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys.